Is it like a Vespa?
No, it's a Honda Ruckus.
No, it's like it's not even like cool.
I want it to be
like,
a Vespa.
It's this. First of all, it's camouflage, which I don't understand. That means like
That's awesome.
it means you're like dying to get hit, right? You're just like
as I drive through the
blending
canyons
in,
at night.
right? And a camouflage teeny scooter that he drives through the canyons. I mean. We should have an over/under bet on how long Judah's gonna live.
Okay, this do one on Charlie Sheen, not me.
There's nothing cooler, if I may say,
Than a man with a scooter.
He's going to have a catch. He's playing Field of Dreams.
Stop, please.
Cut it off. Cut it off.
He's crying. I think we got tears. It's happening. Look. It's amazing. He's crying.
That scene just gets me. I mean, it just gets me.
Wow.
It does. I can't. I just can't. I can't even think about it.
What happens? Like, what goes on? You think of your dad.
I think of my dad, and I think about, one of the things I've been afforded in sobriety is getting those second chances.
Right.
And being able to make amends, living amends. Okay, let's get off this subject. I love my
Amber. New word.
I like this subject.
Don't say dad or field.
The father.
Coffee.
I love coffee. I love 7-Eleven coffee, actually. It's very good. I miss Dunkin' Donuts tremendously.
There are no Dunkin' Donuts in California. I don't understand that.
It's I don't understand it either.
It's a
because
huge
the
market.
donuts are hard to make. So it would just sort of be like Dunkin'.
What kind of idiocy is that, Judah?
Really?
Donuts are hard to make?
It's the same thing.
Have you ever made a donut?
It's the same thing with bagels. The water, the air,
Have I ever made a donut?
They have to get the hole just right.
The
Go shooting your mouth off.
the air, the hole in the donut.
I just love this. She's bitching me out about.
As like I'm like
making
recovering
donuts.
from my
You got a
field.
lot of hair,
She's
right?
defending me. As I'm.
I know, because now she's actually smothered by you.
Out here, it wouldn't be Dunkin' Donuts. It would just be Dunkin'.
Yeah, right. Oh boy. Show 13, folks.
But no, I love Field of Dreams.
We're taking
And
some liberties. with
Suzy
Show
was in the
13.
middle of talking about something, or we were.
She's eating a donut.
Yes, she's just eating now.
Suzy's one of those people that makes eating granola bars look good.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Buddy.
No, say
If I had a nickel.
some well-built guy walking out of a gym eating a protein bar.
That does it better for you than Amber?
No. Amber, you're getting the
No,
name.
here's
No,
Amber.
Amber. Right, yeah.
We're in the studio.
Amber,
with-
Suzy,
we're in-
Judah.
We're in the
What's
studio
the
with
difference?
Suzy Mccoppin, writer for Playboy, and Amber Tozer, the famous comedian from Last Comic Standing, and
Once was good.
this is James Oldman.
There we go. Are we gonna get it? We're gonna get tears.
It's it's past the
People
point.
will come, Ray.
The people will come.
People will most definitely come.
I don't know. I love this movie. I don't know what it is about that movie. It's not just me. It's every guy
very
in America.
tender.
No, I didn't like the movie.
Every
honestly.
non-sociopath guy.
It's many
I-
guys in America.
I actually couldn't stand the movie.
That's because you have no feelings.
That's very bold.
That's because,
I thought it was the most
Sociopath.
boring movie I'd ever seen.
Good to know. I won't see it.
you've never seen Field of Dreams?
I have not.
Oh my God.
First of all, it was just boring. Second of all, Kevin Costner's never really been a big fan of.
He's never
I've
done
never
it for
been a
you.
big fan of Kevin Costner. Waterworld. I mean, come on.
Come on.
Yeah, but Robin Hood, man.
Robin Hood.
The
Really?
Untouchables.
Oh my gosh.
No Way Out with Sean Young when she was.
Let's just say our tastes in films are very different.
Yes. No, we actually like some of the same stuff. Let's not go that crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I like action, like drug
Yeah.
kind of.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
action. Yeah.
Right?
I love that. New
and
Jack
especially
City.
like
New Jack City.
New York.
New Jack City was great.
And I like
So good.
crazy like French. Like, have you ever seen Irreversible?
Okay, that's because you're
Oh
pretentious.
my God, I love that
Right?
scene.
It's like the
That
most
rape scene is
outrageous,
so hot.
right? It's
Total fodder.
9.5 minute, like
Oh, damn.
digitized rape scene.
Yeah.
Like only
Hot.
it's like this French foreign film. It's unbelievable.
And we're in a
Monica
whole new.
Bellucci.
What's it called?
It's called Irreversible. It's,
I've never seen it.
It took Andrew 3
There's
weeks to
actually
watch.
the first movie was called I Stand Alone, and then the sequel was Irreversible. It's Jasper Noe. It's a French director.
Talking about somebody that remembers a movie
I love
very
that
well.
like Amber wasn't interested until you said 9-minute rape scene.
I know. I was like, what?
Dear Pocket
That's
Rocket.
dark.
That is very
It's actually
dark.
a really interesting movie.
It was uplifting.
Yeah, well, it deals with a lot of interesting issues. It deals with life
Uplifting.
and death, and it goes
And
from
Monica
like
Bellucci.
these deaths forward all the way to birth and stuff. It's a very cool film.
Yeah, it's
Nobody's seen it except for me, I guess.
Right,
but-
like you enjoyed the Vision.
Yeah,
you
me-
actually listened to Joy Division
While
while you
watching
watched
that
it, while
film,
watching
right?
that movie. We were talking like Andrew's a huge Joy Division fan. Him and the 6 other people.
Oh, okay.
And Joy
Obviously
Division.
non-Jewish.
I didn't. What?
Well, it's rumored because you know what the Joy Division is.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was-
in Nazi Germany, it was where they would put the Jewish girls for the
They were
soldiers
hot.
to
They
rape.
used them as
Yeah.
Really?
concubines.
Jeez.
And
yeah.
it was the Joy Division.
That was the name.
and
Joy
New
Division.
Order, because Joy Division became New,
New Order,
Order,
right.
which is obviously Hitlerian, if you will.
That's a little scary.
Yeah, but they
Yeah, but it was used.
they make some fat beats.
Yeah, it was used. It wasn't used like pro-Nazi. It was
Right.
used.
How do
Is
we
the-
know that?
Is the lead
Well,
singer of,
'cause it
is the
was
lead
well
singer of New
documented.
What's the lead singer of New Order's name?
Ian Curtis, but he hung himself in his
Oh, that's-
kitchen.
that's right.
We have to go through this
Was he
every
an
show.
addict?
Well, no, I thought you said
Yeah.
no because
Oh,
I
yeah.
He
assu-
actually had epilepsy.
I had
and,
his-
was on phenobarbital.
and he
Oh, wow.
started shaking when he was
And
shooting up.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Well,
joking.
That was Michael J. Fox.
I thought New Order became.
Oh God, that was really low.
I thought New
That's what
Order.
I do.
I thought New Order became from Joy Division after Ian Curtis had died.
Ian killed himself, and then they started New Order.
That's what I'm saying. So who was the lead singer of New Order?
Oh, there's several members
Hitler.
of the band that sang.
Hitler, right? Rudolph Nuremberg was his
goodness,
name. On bass was Eichmann, and on drums Goebbels.
Wow. All right, Amber, I need another word.
Mein Kampf.
Oh, I'm just
Oh, we
gonna
had
give
a
a
very-
word
Actually,
and he goes?
we had a-
Mein
is, that
Kampf
the,
thing.
is this the whole routine? Like I say a word and
You
he
say
goes?
a word, and then he goes somewhere.
It's the new routine. It's
our
the
new
new
routine.
You
order.
say a word.
Hausen Flausen.
How's it? Actually, Andrew and I had a great conversation a few weeks ago because Andrew had lost the. Andrew was convinced everybody knew who the author
That's
was
amazing.
of Mein Kampf.
I didn't say everybody. I said the
Judy
vast,
Blume.
the vast Judy Blume.
He said the vast majority of people. So Andrew and I, before the show, usually Andrew gets a salad at McDonald's, and so he decides to start asking everybody there if they know who's written Mein Kampf.
Why not?
You should have seen the expressions
I'm all right
on
with
these
that.
people's
Well,
faces.
first of all, they had no idea what it was.
No, they
which
didn't.
was very disappointing. That nobody would have any idea, and then they certainly didn't know who wrote it, which was just shocking to me.
Did you just check out his nails?
No, I did. I read this
And
recently.
she just wanted to grab his hand
I
because
did.
his moves are working.
No, totally.
and my
No.
tan, my scooter
Right?
tan.
I just can't believe we get somebody from
Every-
Playboy in here, and
What did you read?
moved
What
like
did you
5
read?
feet across the
I'm
desk.
I'm gonna try to
Okay,
tell.
all right, okay.
Better time.
That women unconsciously find men more attractive when their ring finger is longer. Yeah, you have a crazy long ring finger. You're hot. Yeah, it's got to be
Wait.
longer
Wait, which is your ring
than
finger?
right here. This is your ring finger. It's
Then
gotta
your
be
pointer
longer-
finger?
Then your pointer?
No, not that. That's not going to really happen. That it's going to be longer than your
Mine
pointer
is.
finger. But it's got to be longer than I think the knuckle, the top knuckle of your pointer finger.
You lose.
That's
You're
like
not-
too complicated.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you're-
Oh no, you're really hot.
Right? Check that out.
You're weirdly hot.
Right, for
Yeah.
a Vulcan.
Is it? Does it? Are you hot? If you're,
Andrew's a bear.
what if you're a girl? What if you're a girl?
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You just have to have a vagina.
You're hot.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
It's
That's why I hate
false.
when women say I got lucky. I go, no,
I
you didn't
just
get
have to have
lucky.
a
You got
vagina.
service.
My fingers can be whatever.
I'm like, you know, when women say I got lucky last night, I'm like, no,
Right.
you got service. Me is playing is luck. Okay, me is like the lotto.
Oh my god.
Okay, yes, as we've veered very off topic
Oh,
here
I
at
have a
Clean Radio.
topic.
Okay.
Yay.
Yes.
Because people think that sober people don't have fun. But
Right.
what happens in sobriety is we're forced to invent fun. So what
Yes.
we tend to do, a big thing is spin the bottle.
Or truth or dare.
Truth or dare, you've done spin the
Of
bottle.
course.
And the great thing with spin the bottle is all the guys, if it lands on a guy, the guys have to make out.
No,
and they
I've
do
never
it.
done just spin the bottle.
Wait, like you just at
They'll
like a
do it.
sober party?
Like,
Or
yeah,
no,
later?
like AA conventions or.
Okay.
I haven't experienced this. This is.
And then
Because-
I haven't
and
played
mine-
spin the bottle in
You sure this
Yeah.
wasn't
So
more
fun.
Playboy? Is this
So
sober
fun.
Playboy?
No,
Or is
Nell,
this like-
Nell does a lot of spin the bottle. And then my favorite thing is mooning. Just driving around and mooning. I moon sundowners. I'll moon like the Ivy.
Really?
Yeah. and
No,
my-
you know what? Can I tell you what it comes down to? Is
I moon
Do you
Judah.
TP houses? Should we
You
TP
did moon me
houses?
one time.
Yeah, I
I've done
did.
none of this.
Susie did call.
Right?
Susie one time did moon me,
Yeah.
and I get a text. I didn't notice. I didn't see anything. She goes, "Didn't you just notice me mooning you?" And I was like,
And I drove around again
and
and
she
did it.
drove around again, and
Did it?
yes.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I think one of the biggest things is the reason why we do this is because a lot of us, me included, you probably included, we didn't have fun childhoods.
No.
Yeah, where games were played
C
like
plus
that.
Games were not
childhood,
played.
C plus.
C plus.
C plus.
So much of my sobriety has been.
solid.
Right?
So
It
you.
wasn't. Mine wasn't horrible.
Okay,
Well,
that's
mine
good.
wasn't. Mine was pretty atrocious, and so was Susie.
I'm glad
Susie.
your mother's gonna love to hear that.
How do you know mine was atrocious?
Because I know things about people, Lily, and
Was it atrocious?
which is a great line from
Pretty
In the Line
bad.
of
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
But I've gotten I've in a sense gotten to play games I never gotten to play. I've gotten to live, and it's exciting. And I got to tell you, one of the greatest feelings I've ever had was. This is a true story. I was in therapy. True story, of course it is. I was in therapy.
Well, I hope so. You're just making up stories
I was
on the
radio, but I don't know why people say that.
You're
in therapy?
He recites field of right.
I have two therapists actually. No, I don't have one.
Tag team.
You need to, right?
I was in therapy, and there was
I
this.
feel like you and I are like backup singers, sort of. In it.
We're
We're just
yeah,
like
we're the
trying to
Ronettes.
like.
You're the
Therapy.
you're the
Right? And Judas the Joe
Judah
Cocker
goes
of radio.
You're the
Judah needs a word.
You're the Judels.
Banana.
You're the Judels.
Actually, Joe Cocker dances better than Judas, so you're not the Joe Cocker of
Oh,
radio.
that's such a mean joke on somebody with a stroke.
Right?
And such a
didn't
mean
have
joke
a
about
stroke.
me. Yes, he did.
Joe Cocker is completely healthy. I just went through this whole argument last night.
So that's an
Googled
urban
for
legend?
hours. No, he actually started off all those weird movements. He was pretending to do air guitar, and then as he got older,
that's
it
what
just
happened?
yeah. And then as he got older, it just expanded into this like soulful moving of his hands.
So, because the whole story where that came from was that he was really offended by who did him on Saturday Night Live, Belushi.
Yeah.
He was offended?
Yeah, he was.
Jim
That he was
Belushi.
actually very
that's
offended
so
by
weird.
that.
And that was one of
And
the best moments ever on Saturday Night
and the
Live.
whole
Come on,
myth
that's
was that he
lame.
was offended because he had a stroke, and that's why he acted
Not true.
like that.
Not true.
Okay, well, thank you for
Just very
debunking.
soulful.
You're like Mythbusters.
That's funny.
There you go.
Did that guy have a stroke, or is he just soulful?
Right? Well, he's very soulful.
Extremely soulful.
But okay, so I'm in therapy, and there was this
Well,
beautiful.
It's no different than what we say about Judah every week, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I know how to take a joke.
Judah has a conch.
and and I'm in therapy, and I have this massive crush on this. Her name was Amanda,
Boing,
and
boing, boing,
it became
boing.
my favorite
Amanda,
Boston, like Boston. And it became my
Like the
favorite.
lines.
It's just like the Boston song, and I was in love with this girl. So I walk into therapy one day, and I go, and she was like, training to become a therapist.
I'm gonna take you in my arms and make you realize,
It's,
Amanda.
yeah, you have a good
That's a
voice.
jam.
That's pretty good.
And
Wow.
I wanna. Okay.
And then Judah has to earn it.
It's got like 1,000 pickup lines in it.
Totally.
And it's like got every pickup line in it.
Yeah.
It's like
Any of which could result in being arrested.
right. So I'm sitting there and I go to my therapist. I go, "Can you set me up with this woman?" And that's doing an internship there. And she goes, "Well, I don't think that would be ethical,
Right.
Because I'm your therapist."
And you had to ask what ethical
And I'm like,
meant.
and I go as a joke, I'm like, "You're fired." And so all I want to do is,
fired.
and my therapist says to me, if the time comes that something will appear. So I'm like, okay, so I'm drinking coffee downstairs. It's 59th Street, Columbus Circle. And I'm drinking coffee, I'm smoking a cigarette, and she comes out, and she's with all these people, and I get this moment where she goes to get her own coffee in the store, and she leaves all the people, all their workers, and I go on the
And
street.
then the Judah kicks
Yes,
in.
I go. God, if the program of Alcoholics Anonymous works, let it work now. And I'm screaming on the street. I'm like saying the Serenity Prayer out loud, going, God, please just give me the ability to be able to ask this girl out.
Amber is
And-
actually recoiling in like shock of the story right now.
And,
Her hands are just creeping.
And she
in.
walks.
She no longer has a
I'm
vagina.
like,
And she walks. And
I'm
she
like
walks.
choreographing.
Right,
dance
where could this
videos in my
possibly
head.
go?
And she walks
I
out.
zone
She
out,
smokes.
I'm
And she
dancing.
walks
I'm
out.
dancing in my brain.
Let me get
Give
the
her
rest of my
happy
story.
place.
She walks out. She's
Okay.
smoking a cigarette, and I
And
walk.
now she has anal work.
Oh my God! Wow! And this is and I go to her. I go to her. We're talking. We're smoking. I go, "Hey, would you like to go out one night?" And it
And
took
she said
every
no.
ounce of courage. She goes, "I don't know if that would be ethical."
The therapist
Yeah.
tipped her off.
And I go, I don't even know what that word means, but I've heard it twice.
Wait, we had a Barbara Walters moment. Amber started crying.
But I've heard it twice in the last hour.
Amber started crying at the
And-
patheticness of your story.
And we actually never went out. But it was
really
Wow.
did.
Look at that.
didn't-
She really started crying.
But it had.
Show 13, we broke. It's a breakthrough, guys.
But
Did we
it
get
had
that on
nothing.
video?
But again, it had nothing to do.
He just keeps going.
Right.
I love how you are relentless. You are relentless with your relentless talker.
But it had. In the end of the
Drive
day.
it home, baby.
In the end of the day.
There's
I
only
was-
10 minutes left in the
Even
show.
though that she said no, I was proud of myself that I asked her out. It was a huge moment in my life in my
Good
sobriety.
job.
Thank you very much.
Even though you
job.
didn't.
It didn't matter. It wasn't about her. It wasn't about her or her Freudian slip. It was about.